Hey guys, what's up? Just a quick update. I've had lots of questions about my training. I'm currently doing Sentinel training. I realized after I started my free trial for 14 days that I wanted to stick around because I feel like a completely different animal. I feel like I finally started reaching my potential, and it's all thanks to Taylor and Bryson. I mean, look me, I'm a fucking beast. Stop being a little bitch and go to trainingsentinel.com. Love you.
Yeah. If you want to go to the games, you can scan the QR code in the top right of your screen. I might have to lose somebody when I do this, will I? Yep, I lost someone. Who did I lose? Seth.
That's actually me in a suit in that ad.
Is it?
I didn't know, yeah.
Jeez, I didn't know that. Hang on, you can just sit over there for a minute. Just for simplicity's sake, you can just sit over in that corner. You're not in trouble or anything. Have you guys seen this? Oh God, will I be able to find it? Have you guys seen this Beat Bagent thing? Mm-hmm. Have you seen that, Seth?
I saw. I didn't get to watch the video about it yet. I did see that it was released.
The video shit, but the competition is good.
Okay, I don't even know what the workout is yet. No, I haven't looked.
It's 100 calories on the rower, and then 100 burpees over the rower. And there's what would you think the cap would be?
Cap for who?
It's a hard cap for anyone.
Geez, a hard cap 20 minutes if you wanted to be somewhat inclusive.
10.
It's 10-minute cap.
That's okay. So he's got a specific demographic he's aiming at then.
No, it's for everybody. I did it.
Well, no, you didn't. You didn't do 100.
I didn't finish it, but I did the workout.
Did he do it in 10 minutes?
No, he got the scoring is really weird. It says
wrong.
on the.
That's not how you write.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
If it's cap plus 91 means you got 9 burpees.
Yeah, cap plus
9.
Cap plus 9 would be the right score for what he did, right?
For what he did, yeah. If he got 91 burpees,
it's the other way around. It's the plus is they're writing the negative.
The burpees or the rower first?
Row.
Okay. I was about to. Okay.
It's a 10-minute AMRAP.
Yeah, basically.
I did it, and I texted him afterwards, and I said, "Is it?" I said, "Am I correct in assuming you can't put a score in if you didn't use a rogue or a concept rower?" And he said, "Correct." I was like, "God fucking damn it! What a waste of 10 minutes! So much pain." I have a shit rower, so that's probably how I got done so fast on the rower. So yeah, hitter is currently in third. So one guy did it. No, I don't know if I buy that right on 10 minutes. That seems sus.
I'd like to see the video.
Do they submit videos?
You have to if you want a prize. Oh, maybe hitter has a video.
That's a serious workout in 10 minutes. Like serious.
Sergio Crash.
Brickno. Got it. That's the same. Is that the same time as? No, neither of them finished it, did they?
Erica Folo didn't finish it either.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Did Erica
wait. Are the cows scaled for the girls or no?
No, it's 100.
That's not.
I don't think he's a fan of scaling calories.
No,
I'm not either. You shouldn't, but.
Well, all these guys, I beat all these guys. They don't have a scoring yet. Well, I didn't because my score is irrelevant. Hey, if you jump over a rower and clip the rower, is it a no rep?
It is on a barbell, but I don't know. The burpees over the rower standards are just so different.
I would read this standard.
Yeah, whatever he decides.
I didn't read it. All right. Anyway, you can sign up at Competition Corner. Try not to die challenge. There you go. And that's the workout. 100 calorie row, 100 lateral burpees over the rower.
I wonder what the jumping or stepping standard is.
Bullshit.
The rail must be jumped over entirely. No contact with the rower is allowed during the jump.
I no rep myself twice, and I was correct then.
What did you get for a score? How many burpees?
107.
So you got 7 burpees?
I got 42.
Oh.
But then 2 were no reps, so I got 40.
Okay.
And you'd want to see I mean, I might put up the video just for comedy factor of the effort I went to find reasons to stop doing my burpees. Where I was like, oh, I wonder, I better move this. Like as I started the workout, I was really proud of myself because I put the timer on. I have a big screen in the corner. I put the timer on there because I was trying to figure out how to get the clock and the screen on the phone for ages. I was like, oh, I just YouTubed 10-minute timer, and I hit play and started rowing. And I, in hindsight, pretty sure deliberately left my remote at the side of the rower, knowing that I'd have to then move it when it came time to the burpees. So I was like, that'll be a little rest. And then I like kicked one of the plastic barbell my kids have. In reality, it's the one I use for benching. And then had to move that. I took my shoes off at another point just because I was wearing like, the rad runners, and I was like, these are too thick. They're slowing me down. So yeah, I'll do it again at the end of the summer. I feel incredibly unfit at the minute, so I'll do it again at the end of the summer. All right. Anyway, go and sign up for that. You can win a Tyson Bagent signed shirt just by signing up and putting in, what do you call it? Video and a score. Someone will be selected. The overall winner will win a Tyson Bagent signed shirt.
Shirt or jersey?
Jersey. I don't know. I didn't want to say jersey because you guys don't say jersey.
That's a
No,
big
we
difference.
say jersey. We don't.
Jersey.
We don't say
jersey.
kit.
Pretty cool.
Oh,
you guys say
Shirt is
kit.
lame.
Oh yeah, we say jersey too. Okay, yeah, you win a signed Bagent jersey.
That's
and
cool.
you win $500.
You should have said kit. A signed Bagent kit. Just
Nobody says kit.
Just right, just for Bryson.
The top female score also wins a signed Bagent jersey, and if a female wins overall, they win $500 and 2 Bagent jerseys because fuck the guys, and they can do whatever they want with the second one. That's what he said in the video. Yeah, kit would be like socks and pads and everything, wouldn't it? Helmet.
They say kit in cycling.
I'd touch Tyson's helmet if you let me. Okay. We got 3 guests, 3 topics. That's on Competition Corner, by the way. And you can watch the video that Andrew put up. It's on his YouTube. Where there's a pretty good video coming up tomorrow as well. All right, 3 guests, 3 topics. Nope, that roam would kill me. Don't be a pussy. 100 calories. It'll take you less than...
At most, it could take you 10 minutes.
I was going to say, yeah, the absolute worst case, it takes you 10 minutes, you don't get finished. But I'd say you'd probably finish it still within like maybe 7 minutes. It's a conservative guess. All right. Folo is a fit bit of kit. Folo is yoked. It's ridiculous.
She's very tiny though.
Her and Amy Kringle is another one that I was on Instagram earlier on. I was like, she just looks like she's pieced together with clay. Bizarre.
Amy Kringle's a lot taller though, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like 7'2" or something. Okay, anyway. That is absolutely massive. What's going on there?
I am
Interesting format today.
I'm severely underprepared for this. I'm just letting
Yeah, I gathered.
you guys know.
Please don't revert back. Why does it keep doing that?
This
Sorry,
your
bear with.
first show?
Shut your mouth. Excuse me. Sorry, John. That was harsh.
It's okay. Mine
Did
was
you like the pictures that I used for the thumbnail today, guys?
I didn't see.
I didn't see it yet either.
I haven't seen the thumbnail.
I'm flying in off 3 hours of coaching, so I'm just I'm going with it like John. Let's see. Oh,
Did you know the questions 30 minutes ago?
I got them
barely
this
knew 30 minutes
morning.
ago.
but I didn't. Oh, broken set. Yeah, very nice. I like the thumbnail.
And it's John as a child. I assume that's John, and not just some random kid.
Oh
who's with his
man,
dad.
yeah, that's
And the worst picture of Bryson I found as well. All right, so we've got 3 topics. We've got Bryson Del Monte, the man from, and we've got John Young, JY Barbell, Spin, Fame, Mountain, Sherpa. And we've got Seth Jump Ship, who is a CrossFit affiliate owner, multiple CrossFit affiliate owner, World Fitness Project broadcaster, and Metfix affiliate. So
snap,
Dude.
he sounds the most prepared for this.
He's fisting multiple pies. I was going to say his fingers in every pie, but he's fisting.
I'm also
multiple pies.
the champion of the show. I'm the ultimate world champion, if you recall.
I do recall. All right, topic number 1. What's the biggest story of the 2025 games going to be? Bryson, you got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Go.
I think the biggest story of the 2025 CrossFit Games, it seems like kind of an easy one, but I think with the context, it's not. I think it's going to be James Sprague repeating and solidifying his title as the fittest man on earth after everyone's been talking about for the past year about how he's not actually the fittest on earth. And it was just all wrong because of the test. And even if the test was skewed a little bit, James did what he could. Everyone else did what they could, and it wasn't enough. And then this year, with hopefully a fully well-rounded test, a full 3 days of CrossFit Games workouts, James Sprague is going to show everybody that, hey, it wasn't a fluke. I did what I could last year, and I did what I could this year, and there's nothing you guys can say about it at this point. And I think that's going to be the biggest takeaway from this year's games is James solidifying his title as fittest on earth.
Or bombing.
He could.
Just could be the flip side of the biggest story. All right, John, you got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Go.
Yeah, I think James already did that with Wadapalooza. I think when he won Wadapalooza, that was a completely different test in the games. I know it wasn't a games field, but I would say James has already proved himself. And you said it was a little skewed. I think it was the most skewed games we've ever had since the beginning of the games, like in the modern era for sure, the most skewed games. So I think the biggest story of the 2025 CrossFit Games is going to be the programming. I think this is going to be the best programmed year we've ever had. And I know that's subjective, but I think it's going to be well balanced. Usually when Dave gets painted in a corner, he comes back with his best stuff. And I'm going to say this year's programming is going to be amazing. And I don't think anybody is going to have any type of qualms with it.
You don't know people very well, John.
No, that's how good it's going to be.
All right. Seth, you got 60 seconds. Time starts now. Go.
Well, I hope Bryson is right about James because I would like to see him win again, but I do not think that's going to be the case. I think you'll see more of a race between Austin. I actually think Austin's just going to win it. So we're just going to put Austin up there. But I don't think that's the big story. I think, unfortunately, there's a couple stories that are going to kind of run away with the headlines here. One will be Tia retiring on the floor at the end. She's going to win again. She's going to retire. People are going to be talking about that nonstop. And then the other thing I think is going to actually overshadow the games altogether is going to be the new ownership in CrossFit. Whenever that gets announced and released, all the details about the promises they're going to make, the changes they're going to do, how the games are going to look with them in control, I think people are going to start talking about that and almost forget most of what happened at the 2025 CrossFit Games. I think people are going to be so stoked on the change, or at least hopeful for the change, that a lot of these little storylines we get excited for get kind of swept away between Tia winning again and retiring and new ownership.
Good stuff. You know what, Seth? It's great. And I think you'll agree with this too, Bryson. It is really, really great to finally hear somebody say that Austin Hatfield has a shot and that he is a legitimate name to be mentioned. Anyway, we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
later
John.
on. It's about time that all these experts. I mean, God. Anyway, Bryson, you got 20 seconds. Time starts now. Go.
Well, John is wrong because I have a feeling the sledgehammer tire hits are going to come back, and that alone will make it that's already a really stupid workout. And then I think Seth is wrong because people are just desensitized to ownership changing at this point and don't really care anymore. And whenever it happens, the story goes away after a week.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's talking about it now. So, all right, John, off you go.
Yeah, if the sledgehammer comes back, then Bryson's absolutely right. Then what I said was wrong. I hope it does not come back. As far as Seth goes, I think they're going to change ownership, and they won't announce it for 6 months in typical CrossFit fashion. I think it might change, and it's already changed, and you don't even know it. And they won't announce it until far past the games.
It hasn't, but okay. All right, Seth, last 20 seconds are yours. Time starts now. Go.
Yeah, people are definitely looking about this ownership change because they're looking for a new spark to get excited about. People just haven't been excited for some time. And then John's statement about Castro always comes back when he's painted in a corner. Castro's been painted into a corner every year since 2007 with his programming, and it's hit or miss. So I don't think there's anything behind that.
Okay. God, I'm really out of practice with this. I missed like 1 week and I've lost the ability to give a shit. Okay. Oh no, I'm lying. I care. I actually really do care. Seth. That is 1.5. Okay. Get rid of the banner. I had to change your names to make stuff fix. Okay, so the scores are 1.5 for Seth, 1.5 for John, and 2 for Bryson. I think Bryson's right on multiple counts. I think the ownership announcement will come either just before or just after the games, like you guys are saying. I think that's the most logical time for it to happen. I think it's in the latter stages, but there's one hiccup currently occurring, and its name is Dawnfall. And I think after the sale goes through, people will talk about it and be like, oh, fuck, this is really cool. And the last couple of weeks, then it'll be like, anyway, when is Rogue? Or, whatever the next thing is, and people won't give a shit anymore. Unless they fuck up, and then everybody will really, really care. But anyway, there's the scores.
It's not done yet?
No.
That's not what you said in the other chat.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Move on.
Yeah. Why don't you just share more stuff about private conversations, John? Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Just whatever month is like 1 to 3 months away, and then just put 7th or 26th. They're the two, 7th or 26th. 7th or 26th.
Guarantee.
That's what we've been saying since February. He actually means October 2028. Okay. What are we doing? Next round. Sorry. God, what? Seriously, what is going on with me? Also, if anybody would like to be highly entertained, you can go to, I'll show it at the end of the show, but you can go to Luke de Jong's Instagram, where he's doing all of the .com workouts. And he's doing like a little prelude. I bought him a camera because his phone was so shit, and it made him look like it was made out of Lego. So he has a camera, and it actually looks marginally better. So he's talking to the camera, talking about the workout, what he's going to do, sometimes leaving his keys in his car and forgetting. And then he will do the workout. He gave a great tip today that I didn't know, and I can't remember it. What was it, Bryson? If you look at the watts and take off the last digit and divide it by two, it's your calories per minute.
Or you just divide it by 20, basically.
Yeah, but if you're shit at maths. I think that was really good, though. Well, maybe everybody knows that.
You
but
could
I was
just
like,
know.
No, I've told people that before, and they're like really surprised. I just always think of it as like 400 is 20 calories a minute. And then I'm just like, oh, if I'm a little over 400, I'm a little over 20 calories a minute. If I'm a little under, it's a little under.
Yeah. Well, when you're an athlete like me, who looks at one number and one number only on every machine that he's on, and that's, if it's meters, I'm looking at meters. If it's calories, I'm looking at calories. And I don't know what anything else is doing, but I'm like, this feels like it should feel. And then I'm like, that's 20. And I get off. That's about it. Okay, right. What are we doing next one? Okay. Rookie of the Year 2025. I originally said that we should do who's going to win the male side, because I saw the games putting up their polls. And then I tend to vet my topics with JR because he said he'd never do this show. And he said that's too soon. He's like, you got to build up to it. So Rookie of the Year made more sense. Right, John, you're first on this one. Can't be Austin. Who's going to win Rookie of the Year 2025 the CrossFit Games? You got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Go.
My Rookie of the Year is Ty Jenkins, and he's not going to be flashy at all. You might not see him, period, at the game. He might get no coverage at the games. But he's going to end up in 14th place, and that's going to be the highest rookie that we have. And typically, the highest ranking rookie gets Rookie of the Year, unless it's a girl with a big following that won an event that isn't the highest ranking rookie, but it would get more publicity, and then they'll give it to that girl. I don't think that girl is in the field currently. I think Lydia Fish will win the hearts of a lot of people. I think Lucy McGonigal will win the hearts of a lot of people. But they're not an Olivia Kerstetter that can beat the entire field in any of the events. So I think the highest ranking rookie will be the Rookie of the Year. And my pick is Ty Jenkins for that.
What position do you think he's going to finish in?
14th.
Wow. 14th to be Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Seth, 60 seconds. Time starts now. Go.
I know people want to talk about Ty and Bill Leahy and Lydia and all them, but I think that we're overlooking the lady who has the opportunity to probably make the biggest splash, and that's Syria Miha. She won the individual semifinal online. She beat every woman that took it on. Her worst finish across those 5 events was 10th place. If you look at the leaderboard and look at people like Ariel, Danielle Brandon, others, they have finishes in the 20s and 30s and qualified. Somebody that consistent, just because we don't know who she is quite yet, and she didn't do the best last year. She's obviously made some big jumps, and over the last few years, if you look at her placement, she's making progress leaps and bounds. People are sleeping on this one. Everyone wants to talk about Bill and Ty, and those are the obvious picks, but I think if you're going to take the placement of the highest finisher, the woman who has the potential to finish the highest as a rookie is going to be Syria Miha. So that's my pick, and I hope that she does well. So we'll see.
I mean, if you watch Be Friendly, Ryan's been talking about her for about 6 years. She's a woman beater, yeah. Tyler Watkins is not surprised that John picked Ty Jenkins. Okay.
I said Hatfield was going to win the games 2 years ago.
No, Seth was the first person I've heard predict that. Okay.
Right.
Bryson, you got
Appreciate
60
that.
seconds. Time starts now. Go.
I also think that Ty Jenkins is going to be Rookie of the Year. I think the reasoning, though, isn't just – I think you will see more from him than John thinks that we will. I think when we have like really CrossFit-y style workouts, he can do really well. But I think the reason that I would have him as my pick is because he beat the best people at in-person competitions to get his spot at the games for the first time. So there's some rookies like what Seth is talking about. She won online. She beat a lot of really good people, but it's online, and we all know that the games is different and in-person in general is different. I think Ty beat better people at an in-person event with the most well-rounded programming than any other rookie did to get his spot to the games. So I think that kind of solidifies Ty as like my pick.
Do you think 14th as well?
I think 13th.
All right. Seth, where do you think Mayha is going to finish?
Let's say 10th.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 12th. I was like, that would have fit perfectly.
13th or 14th. I don't know. All right, John, you got 20 seconds. Your time starts now. Go.
Yeah, on top of what Bryson said with Syria, it is online. And I put zero stock when the games happens is what you do online. Left teres Theophanitis way back ago was really good online. Sevon looked him up and he looked beautiful. He's not. It happens again and again and again, over and over and over. Okay, until you prove it in competition, you're nothing.
Your time's up.
Way back
all
ago.
right. Seth, off you go.
I do agree that online and in person is very different, but Ty did not beat the best field to get there. In person, he did, but he almost, I mean, if he got no rep at the end there, he may not even be a games athlete. We may be talking about something else. So this woman beat everybody, every top woman in the field to get here. I think she's beat the better group.
Bryson, last 20 seconds are yours. Go.
I think at that point, it's just like, it's like, oh, well, I think this is more important. I think this is more important. But I think that Ty beat the best field in person than any other rookie. And I think that is more important than any field that you beat in online competition.
Interesting. All right. Duper scores. We've got one last one to do.
I wish there was better fields at semifinals, though. There wasn't really great fields at any of them.
I'm hoping
Sometimes I didn't.
Right.
At the end.
I don't think any of them were great, but I think beating Luke Parker beating Jack Roseman and Luke Parker as Ty Jenkins, I think is pretty sick.
Yeah. I'm a Ty fan. Don't get me wrong.
No, you hit him. It's fine. Okay. There's your scores. So what are you drinking? Is that like lemonade or something? Sparkling water.
It's just lemon sparkling water.
We don't have that here.
Bubbles?
Like we have sparkling water or we have like lemonade and shit. I had to buy a bottle of concentrate like blackcurrant and then a multi-pack of bottles of sparkling water to make my own in a glass. And I fucking hate drinking out of a glass. We don't have Fresca or any of that kind of stuff.
Can I tell a quick story about sparkling water?
Yep.
At the what was the last competition we were at? NorCal. Seth at NorCal. Bryson, you might have been there. Taylor asked,
He was.
What? No, in the room when this happened.
Oh, okay. If Taylor was there, he was there.
Taylor asked, what gives water its sparkle? How does it hold its sparkle? And then I said lithium. So quickly when he said that, he goes, what? And I was like, yeah, that's what they put in there. It's lithium. It's like, it's not great at all. And then he goes, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, you didn't know that? And then he goes, Sevon, did you hear that? They put lithium in sparkling water. And then Sevon's like, really? And then he goes, is lithium bad for you? And then Jenny goes, yeah, it's really bad for you. And then he just stopped drinking his sparkling water. Now, and I don't think I've ever revealed to him, I was completely joking, but I had him convinced that water holds its sparkle because of lithium that they put in water.
That's a pretty funny one too, because lithium is highly combustible in water. It would go up in flames.
I couldn't believe he was believing it. But
do you know that from like police? Is that like a meth thing?
Yeah, exactly right. You use lithium in one pot cooks for methamphetamine, and that's what gets it rolling and gets it boiling. But if the liquid that's not the solvent, as in water, touches that, that's when they explode or catch fire, and people get those third-degree burns in the hospital because of lithium.
You need to be careful, Bryson. Okay, blackcurrant. What's wrong with blackcurrant? What do you guys call it? Someone called me a dork for saying blackcurrant. Where's that?
I don't know what we're talking
there,
about.
Yeah,
blackcurrant, dork. What?
I don't know. What is it?
It's like a fruit, like the blackcurrant berry.
Like a blackberry?
No, it's different.
They have that in seltzer water here.
Yeah, blackcurrant. Like,
Yeah.
do you guys have Ribena? No.
Maybe it's just something I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Okay. It's just a brand. I don't know. I thought it'd be global. Anyway, my uncle dealt with lithium. Like, was he in?
Like
batteries?
his uncle does meth. That's what he's saying.
He's a blackjack dealer, and he exclusively uses lithium laced cards. Okay, we get grape instead of black. We have grape too, but we have blackcurrant also. Our Skittles are grape. Yours are okay. I didn't know that. Maybe we don't have grape. We do have grapes. Okay. Anyway, fuck me. This is all over the shop, right? So if you want to go to the CrossFit Games, scan the QR code in the top right. Okay. Last topic. Did I show the scores?
Yeah, you showed it.
Okay, I did. Seth, you got 3. You're on 3 1/4 because I liked your little. I can't. You said something about. You said something in response. You said something in response to Bryson. You said something in your 20 seconds in response to Bryson. I was like, "Oh, that was good actually," and I added 1/4 of a point, but I can't remember what it was. Bryson's still winning anyway. Fuck. I actually, drunk me is a reality. That's what's happening. Okay, last one. Is Metfix competition for CrossFit? Oh my god, look at that. Seth's going first. The only one to have Metfix.
That wasn't staged, was it?
I swear to fuck it actually wasn't.
I bet.
Honestly, it wasn't. I wouldn't swear to fuck if it was. Okay. Can I ask, before we start, have you done any of the affiliate calls?
No, not yet.
Seth?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm still brand new to it, so I can speak to my opinion, but not specifically to Metfix in general.
I don't think anybody can. Okay, Pete Shaw can't. Right, you got 60 seconds. Fuck, that was so mean. You got 60 seconds, Seth. Your time starts now. Go.
Yes, Metfix is competition to CrossFit in some way, but I don't think it's actually in a meaningful way. So there are people who have de-affiliated from CrossFit HQ for whatever reason, a number of reasons since 2020. It's been pretty fast, and they don't have another thing to latch onto. So those gyms, a lot of them are going to latch on to something like Metfix. However, that doesn't mean that that's hurting the CrossFit ecosphere. In fact, keeping more functional fitness gyms like that open may only lead more people back to CrossFit in general. So maybe it's a help. As far as people like myself who are adding it in addition to a CrossFit affiliation, to me, I'm going to use it to bolster my CrossFit gym. So I have a CrossFit gym. I'm not dropping affiliation. I want the detailed info for myself and my coaches about nutrition. I know all the basics. I have the level 1 manual basically memorized in every article Glassman's ever written, but I want more, and I want more context from this nutrition that I can deliver in meaningful ways to members.
What's the third word on page 16 of the level 1 manual?
And
Capacity.
It's a good guess. And is a very good guess. I would have
I was
guessed an
gonna guess
actual term. All right, Bryson, you got 60 seconds. Time starts now. Go.
I think it depends a little bit on what you mean by competition, but you could also ask, is keeping it real in competition to Andrew Hiller? He tries to make the same kind of videos and they're basically the same thing, but he doesn't do it as well. And he maybe is trying to be a competitor, but he's not really, because Andrew does it the best and no one's ever going to touch him. So if you want to say that a competitor is someone actually challenging somebody else, then I would say no. But if you can just be a competitor because you want to be, like, oh, I want to be Dallin's competitor because I signed up for the Open and I'm trying to beat him in every workout. Like, if that makes me a competitor, then yes. But if you have to actually have some sort of threat to them, then no.
I wish you just left that. The grab one was such a kick in the stomach, and then you made it better by using yourself as the second example in as ridiculous a comparison. But anyway, okay. John, you got 60 seconds. Time starts now. Go.
Yeah, I don't think they're in competition with CrossFit. I think Metfix, and I'm not as knowledgeable as probably as either of the other two guys that answered about Metfix. I don't care for the drama about that people want to bring about it. I think they're in the same pool, but they're in different lanes. I think you have CrossFit and nutrition. Nutrition is an important part of CrossFit, but you focus on CrossFit and then nutrition's a part of it. I feel like Metfix focuses on nutrition and then they have CrossFit. So I think they just value things a little bit differently. Even though nutrition is the bottom of the pyramid, it's very important to CrossFit. So like Metfix is vegan CrossFit. And I don't think we would, I don't mind vegans. I would eat at the same table as a vegan. We're just not eating the same stuff. That's how I feel about it. That might be really dumb or not, but that's how I feel about it.
Are you sure vegan is the word you're looking for there?
Vegetarian.
Okay, I thought you were trying to think of something else. Okay. Seth, you got 20 seconds. Time.
Am I going?
Starts now. Go.
I'm not sure I even comprehend what either of them are answering the question to be, whether they are or they aren't. I'm going to say they are in competition with them, but like I said, not in a meaningful way. However, I don't think that stops people from Metfix to encourage CrossFit affiliates to join or switch. I do think there'll be a little of that going on. So in some ways, they definitely are in competition.
Bryson, off you go.
I don't think Metfix is a competitor because I don't think that I'm a competitor to Dallin just because I signed up for the Open. But I think there's some nuance and you could argue that, hey, we're both on the same leaderboard. We're both trying to do the same thing. We're both trying to go as fast as we can in these workouts. So they're competing. But I don't think so.
All right, John, last 20 seconds are yours. Off you go.
Yeah, I mean, I think me and Bryson are in lockstep here. I think Ovaltine and Nesquik are two different chocolate milks, but Ovaltine's clearly better, and that they're not competing. There's two different chocolate milks.
Wow, way to speak to the people, John. Talk about what you know, I guess. Okay.
They are absolutely competing.
Because I didn't prepare at all. It's okay. This is just what's off the top of my head.
How much is a Metfix affiliation, Seth?
$2,000.
So it's like $6,500 if you want to be a CrossFit Metfix gym. Have you got a World Fitness Project affiliation?
Nope. And I don't actually know anything about that. I'm just kind of on the broadcast.
Hey.
I'm just telling you, I can't answer questions. I don't know anything about the gym side of it.
Could you get it for free since you're
I don't know.
the broadcast team?
No idea. I don't even know. I know nothing about it.
Isn't it funny that they originally wanted to help kids in the projects and now they're doing project affiliations? Anyway, yeah, I guess I agree with. I mean, John essentially said nothing, but I guess I agree with.
I thought I gave a really good vegan CrossFit. That's what they are.
But that doesn't make any sense.
No, I don't.
What do you mean? Like they don't stop talking
that.
about it? CrossFitters don't stop talking about CrossFit.
No, they don't stop talking about
being
nutrition.
vegan.
Yeah, that's what they do.
I don't know. I think a lot of people will sign up to be a Metfix affiliate under the delusion that it's some Greg Glassman, like, yeah, here we go again, like, fucking let's go, the caring rebel and all that kind of shit. And then eventually they'll be like, hey, I've watched like 76 episodes of Greg on with Sevon, and he's mentioned the word Metfix has come out of his mouth one single time in that whole run of 76 shows. Why has he not brought it up? Why has he not said, hey, I need 10 minutes at the end of every show to talk about this thing, or make sure and ask me about this thing, or just turn every conversation around to talk about that? He's talking about broken science hundreds of times, but he's talking about Metfix like once, to my knowledge. And I guess it was interesting for me watching today that he goes on Sevon's show after everything that happened with Athena and allegedly Emily. She's taking it as her anyway. And no, man, like nothing. Perfect opportunity, literally like a microphone and camera in front of your face to clear out, like a press conference, just clear everything up once and for all and just say, hey, you guys have it fucked. Hiller is wrong. Taylor is wrong. They're both retards. Taylor should be, he's like, what did he call him? Halfway? he should be groveling at my feet for everything I've given him, and like he should know that he's wrong. He's so fucking wrong about this. And instead, he literally didn't mention it one single time, never mentioned Metfix, never brought it up, nothing, which says a lot to me, which says more to me than anything he could have said. And I also think it's funny, people are very quick to say, oh, people are attacking Greg. They're hating on Greg. It's like, literally, as far as I can tell, it has nothing to do with Greg. As in the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with, not even the attacks. The whole concept is just like, he left a book lying around and someone picked it up and said, hey, you know what we could do with this? We could make like $2,000 per gym. We make it like really, you know, if we put Greg up there and say, hey, look, it's Greg. That's just my opinion. I don't know shit about fuck. Okay. Sorry, Seth, that you wasted $2,000. Okay, here's your points. 4.75 for Seth.
Easy come, easy go.
3.5. I wish it was easy come, man. In every possible meaning of that sentence. 3.5 for John. He got half a point for basically pity with the Ovaltine Nestle comparison. Nestle make Ovaltine as well, by the way. And Bryson's on 5.5. He wins. Okay, I want to show you this before we go because it's important.
I'm only on 5.5 if it's like the hardest I've ever been, just so you know.
Inches. What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Flaccid.
Clip that, somebody. Where is it with that one? And then I'll go.
I got a better analogy, but I just thought of it and didn't think of it in time.
Then I'm flaccid. Anything would have been better than that.
No, not that.
All right. Please, if you're watching this, go and follow Luke de Jong. He is, let's see, this one. They're all games. .com workouts.
Day 5, the first person in the world to do the CrossFit.com workout. Today we have.
So he's every time he starts, he says, Dave, you know, whatever, of being the first person in the world, because he thinks that nobody in Australia or that side of the globe will have done it. By the time he does it, films it, clips it, uploads the files, I download the files, edit the video, send it back to him, he posts it, he thinks nobody will have done it until then, and he's fucking wrong every time I go to grab the workout, there's already like 10 comments.
Yeah, and pretty much pick your score for a 10-minute max or something like this. I feel like a lot of people don't know that, but it's a bit of a cheat code for workouts.
So today was like two strict press, 2 rep max strict press. So he did 80, and then he did you can't skip. Can you skip? Can you do anything to fast forward these? No.
On your phone, you can like hold the right side and it'll do 2 times speed, but I don't know if you can do it on the computer.
If you click on it, can't you scan sometimes, or is that just if it's longer?
No,
than
just on your phone.
So anyway, yeah, he did that. That was him getting his camera and trying it out, and then he did what was yesterday's one? I can't remember. Rope climbs. He did it with his sister, and then the other one he did was running.
He did it with his sister.
Oh, that's an Australian thing. But he actually just did the workout with his sister.
Crikey.
Did it as synchro. Right. Anyway, go and follow Luke de Jong. He's on. Oh, someone did. Look. He was on
Nice.
5035 at the start. Now he's on that 80 pounds. It's not 80 pounds, 80 kilos. You bell end. Because he's in Australia. Anyway, all right. Thanks. Bring you back this way. Right. Thanks, Seth. Appreciate you coming on and always being willing to just put your head on the block, no matter what we're talking about. It doesn't go unnoticed.
No problem.
John, thanks for showing up. Bryson, thanks very much. Appreciate you guys. Wednesday spin is on tonight, John. Yeah, what time is that
At 6:30 Central.
Central. Okay, so that's like midnight, midnight my time. I'll be watching that tomorrow unless one of my kids isn't sleeping.
Hey,
and then I'll be
you've
in
been in the
chat.
comments before.
That's usually because one of my kids isn't sleeping. So,
Solid.
Can we pull up Maris's comment?
where's that?
It's like
I thought that was a Hungarian. Thanks.
Wait, what's that in reference to?
Oh no!
I know.
Oh no!
It took me a minute.
Wow.
Well, you got to be careful. I said it on a Grid podcast and got in trouble, but
From who?
I don't remember. But I was in trouble.
Seth, anything exciting or interesting happening coming up? Your wife is doing a podcast now with Jamie
Hagia, yeah.
Hagia. Yeah.
Yeah, they're feeling their way through what their show is going to be, so they're working on it. But yeah, it's fun. I'm doing their back end stuff for them. I just didn't need to say that. Trying to help them do the show behind the scenes, and yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, feeling their way through it and back end stuff. That's a Hungarian thing too for
Yeah,
siblings.
probably.
All right, thanks guys. Appreciate you guys coming on.
Hey, go buy the Sentinel 100 Plus Hotel Workouts ebook. It just came out today, and a couple more lifetime memberships.
I paused for fuck, Ben, you're such a dick. I was like, wow, thanks, Ben. That's really kind. And then I was like, oh fuck,
He'll never let go. He'll never let go when you beat us to 6K. For some reason, there was a race to 6K, and you were the first one that got there, and then we immediately got 2,000 above you, but you did beat us to 6K, and he's never let it go. He talks about it every show.
There was maybe no need for the. We immediately.
Well, no, it was
First
wild because we were together and you were ahead, and then we just had this crazy jump. But it was weird that you beat us there, but you did, and he'll never let it go.
It was weird that I beat you there. Maybe just my content was good then, and now it's shit. Maybe it's
I'm not trying to mean it insultingly.
Okay.
I'm just saying Spin hasn't let it go.
Thanks, and bye bye.